being a great DJ just isn't anything special anymore. It's like the voice TV show. It's the voice effect for DJs, meaning the technology of the sync button, the technology of things like Beatport Link, where for 15 bucks a month, and a lot of different services like that, basically give you access to just about any dance song you could want. The DJ has become more of a usual service rather than this unique thing, because no longer do people say, "Wow, that dude or that girl is a great DJ because they beat match so well, and they're a great DJ because their skill with beat matching is great. The other DJ is good, they play decent tracks, but their mixing is terrible." That's no longer even a conversation. That was the conversation coming up as turntables sort of hit a lull and CDJs became more affordable, like when I was coming into the scene. But so now it's like The Voice, where it's like everybody's a great singer. You know, some of the judges can't even sing as good as the singers on these shows, like The Voice or America's Got Talent. So it's like, so then what is it? If it isn't great beat matching, if it isn't accessibility to music, or in the singing aspect, if it isn't being a great singer, what is it? And I thought about this today because somebody, and this happens once in a while, somebody will message me and say, "Do you want to collaborate?" And I feel bad. It's not that I don't want to collaborate. It's just that I'm so busy doing my own thing and building my own brand. And then on top of that, I go to their page and it's like, there's literally no reason for me to collaborate with you. You're not at all in the tropical realm. I don't even really know if you make house music. And if you do, it's not the kind of house music that I make. And so to me, it kind of, and the status, I guess, or the level with which they're at, it kind of just looks like, especially when it's just a one-liner, "Hey bro, want to collaborate?" It just kind of looks like they want to use my hand to grab onto and like pull me out just to kind of step on me and you know, basically get at my fan base and you know, you guys. And maybe even if it's not that malicious, it's just there's too much rolling around to say, why would I do this? And I hate to say that because I used to be one of those people. If I could just get a little bit of help, but the thing is, it's not help that you need in that way. What you need is value. You need to present value to people so that they care. And you know, my beats aren't the strongest, my songs aren't the greatest, I don't have the most money by any means at all. I spend way too much on this with such a little ROI on it. It's crazy, at least for now. But the idea is that people care about what I'm doing, and there is a fan base there. So when I click over to your page, even if you're not tropical, let's say you make some kind of house, or let's even say drum and bass, that's different from what I do, well, maybe we could collab and come up with something really cool that both fan bases would like. The problem is, most of these people don't have a fan base. It's just their girlfriend and maybe a few friends locally that like skateboard with them in a parking lot at night in the summer that support them. And I used to be that way as well, as I almost dropped my my phone here. So I think that's the biggest takeaway, is build a fan base. And it's like, well, how do I do that? You have to bring value to people, you know? You have to, I wish I would have put this on a tripod now. You have to do something that people care about. And at first it's going to be one or two people, but then you get a second or third job and you take that money and you put it towards advertising and marketing yourself and, you know, getting some help with whatever it is you're weak on, like maybe mixing or mastering or production or your image. You know, I mean, I hate to say that, but like, guys, this is the entertainment business, you know? You don't have to be the greatest entertainer of all time, and you don't have to necessarily bleach your hair and get tattoos. That's just where I'm comfortable. But like, if you're just worried about how good of a producer you are, you're doing it wrong. And especially if you're just worried about how good of a producer you are and you have nobody paying attention to you, you're definitely doing something wrong. It's better to be not as good of a producer and be able to get something out there and have an image and a reflection like me with the tropical beach thing going on. Um, and, you know, my songs could use some work, but it's like, that's way better than someone who's a much better producer than me, but nobody cares about them. No one's paying attention to them, and they have no branding. They're just, you know, some random person in the United States that like works a job in tech or works a job delivering packages during the day or is a bartender, and then in their off time they produce, but like they're boring. They, you know, they upload pictures of their cat, and they're like, time to caffeinate before producing all day. That kind of content is very boring, and people aren't going to relate to that for very long before it's just like, this person's cool, but they're just some random person that lives in Portland, loves caffeine, goes to their tech job by day, and produces like melodic house at night. What else is there? What else you got? You know? And I hate to say that because it sounds very rude, but it's like, guys, it's true. There's not a lot of boring stars out there. And if you really love DJing and entertainment and production, you need to be an entertainer. Like, especially you DJs out there, you're a DJ, you're an entertainer. So just as you DJ and make the crowd go wild with DJing, make the crowd go wild with your image, make them go wild with the things that you do and what you're naturally interested in. It doesn't have to be drinking 1,000 beers on the beach and jumping off of a pier just for views. It can be you're into cooking or weightlifting or like different ways of setting up your DJ gear and you know, almost like an interior design thing going on. Like, it could be anything. Just what are your interests? Run with that. Run with that and tie your DJing and production into that and start to advertise that and get out to more people other than, you know, the 5 people that are close in your circle every day anyways. So I hope that's helpful, guys, and I'll see you later on.